Skulle I også se det her lort her, eller hvad?
Yup. Fucking bullshit. Let me tell you that.
Jeg kan ikke høre, det er for højt. Sindssygt. Almasa. Det var.
Mujafa.
Jeg er sygt spændt for det her lort.
Mujafuddin.
Audio. Music. Musika. Short mod.
Hold da kæft.
Hvad har du sat alt det her grafik her på? Har du gjort noget ved det?
Hvad?
Bare sæt det helt
Har
på
du
low.
gjort noget ved det her grafik her, eller hvad?
Jeg har ændret rigtig meget til.
Bare sæt det helt på
Har du det?
minimum. Øverst så kan du bare ændre det hele til helt laveste.
Jeg sendte en link til Nyson. Han gjorde det. Jeg gjorde også præcis noget, så vi sendte til dig også.
Send det på gruppen, så kan jeg også.
Jeg sendte det lige.
Der er mange ting, du skal gøre, når han siger det. Fuck, det har hjulpet min spil sindssygt meget.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Jamen kom med det. Vi kan lige så godt sætte det op første gang. Første gang er rigtigt. Så skal vi ikke til at tænke på det der nogensinde igen.
Godt. Og det har hjulpet mig med PUBG. Det har hjulpet med alle mine spil.
Han kan sutte en pik jo ind i alle de der ting der, man.
Hvad?
Kopierer du også de der ting derinde, eller hvad?
Kan du ikke kopiere, du skal bare ændre det for din grafikkort.
Nej. Det er for meget.
Nej, du skal bare ændre en 4-tal til 2-tal, så er det bare det.
Vi skal fastbygge sommertomater.
Hvorfor kan jeg ikke bare gå ind i selve spillet jo? Det må jo
Det kan
være.
du skal bare skrue helt frem.
For meget af alt det der. Alt for meget hurtigt.
What's up guys and welcome back to Software Audio Solutions, and today we're talking about Call of Duty Warzone 2 or 2.0, whatever the fuck you want to call this fucking game right now. Call of Duty has done a massive amount of updates in this little time span of going through, you know, Christmas and New Year and everything, and we're now in January, where there's a lot of updates that came out and people are experiencing a bad gameplay experience, stutters in the game, FPS loss, and just in general a shit show of a game, and they are just getting fed up with these problems. Now today I'm going to show gameplay experience. Alright, so the first thing I highly recommend you go ahead and do is go to the file explorer like this. I'm just going to move this on the screen. You're going to go to documents and go to Call of Duty and go to players and then go to this file over here that says options3.cod22. Now don't FPS and have a smooth gameplay experience. Alright, so the first thing I highly recommend you go ahead and do is go to the file explorer like this. I'm just going to move this on the screen. You're going to go to documents and go to Call of Duty and go to players and then go to this file over here that says options3.cod22. Now don't worry about the CST over here, that's just because I have this over here that says file name extensions. You can go ahead and select this if you want to. If you don't really need to care about this. Just open this up with any notepad or anything like an editing software and then go ahead and open this up over here, and you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom over here where it says renderer worker count. Now as you can see over here, I have 4 inside here. The reason why I have 4 inside here is because I have an 8-core 8-thread CPU. It's a 9700K, and that's why I half my cores to 4. Now for a lot of people this is very confusing and they don't know what to really put here, because lots of people have Ryzen machines and lots of people have Intel machines. So I went to go ahead and actually, I'm just going to go ahead and show you. This is what you're going to use, okay? So these are for Ryzen users, and these are for Intel users, okay? So if you have a 4-core Ryzen CPU, you put it on 3. If you have a 6-core, you put it on 5. If you have an 8-core CPU on Ryzen, it plays a very big role on 6 or 7. So go ahead and try out 6. If it doesn't give you an FPS boost,
Jag
go
har
with
inte den
7.
där fucking
If 7
DLSS
doesn't give you an FPS boost, go to 6. One of those are going
Det
to
er da
work
synd
for
for
you.
dig.
So if you have a 12-core Ryzen
Hvorfor har han
machine,
sådan
go
noget
with 8.
sindssygt, når han der
If you have 16 cores or anything higher than that, go with 12. Now for Intel users, it's completely different. As you can see here, it's completely different, okay? So for instance, 8 cores are now on 4 instead of 6 or 7. And then 10 cores is now on 5. Obviously that's half. And then obviously this, I don't know why it's like this. It's just, it's I don't know why we have to jump through these fucking, you know, advanced options just to have a smoother, like, frame rate in our game. It's just fucking ridiculous. But ladies and gentlemen, I tried my best to go ahead and show you
Hello?
an example.
Hey,
I'm
hey.
most likely still going to
Excuse me,
get
yeah.
comments of people commenting what type of CPU
Cute
they
of
have.
duty,
And
cute
they're
of
going to
duty,
be like,
cute
what
of
should I
duty.
put it on? If, you know, like,
Jeg hentede Warzone 2 tidligere i dag.
use your eyes
Got
and
it?
look here. That's all you need to do.
Got it.
Literally, that's fucking all you need to do is use your eyes.
Okay, prøv lige at hjælpe Musti. Musti,
Hvad så?
prøv lige at kigge her. Jeg har den her, ikke? Kan du se?
Ja.
Jeg har en 12th gen Intel Core i7 12700K. Og så er hvor jeg skal lige finde hans video.
Det er sindssygt.
Hvorfor en af dem her er det? Er det den her? Det er en Intel 12. Jeg kan prøve at finde den op her sådan her.
Ja. Så du skal trykke på 6.
Okay.
Den der, hvor der står 4, skal du om til 6. Hvad står der
Ja.
lige nu?
11.
Okay, så skal du bare lade 12.
Sådan der.
I mean, are you watching this video blind?
Hvad er det,
Han
I
er
laver?
fucking sjov ham her.
Han er fucking griner.
So, I mean, you're watching this video blind, you just have to look. Oh, damn, okay. My bad.
Anyways, so these are the options you are going to be using to put
Warzone
inside here.
indstillinger.
Like I said, I have
kan
an
lave.
8-core, 8-thread
Så får du bedste
CPU.
performance
No,
i
you
spillet.
don't half your threads, you half your cores, because people ask me comments like that as well. Is it your cores? Is it your threads? What is it? It's your fucking cores. Done. Alright. Once you have done changing
igen,
this
der er
to
så lidt noget.
the half of your cores, you're going to click on File over here and then say Save. Once you saved it,
Men du skal huske at lukke dit spil
now this will give you an
Spil ud først. Og så bagefter.
Oh, shit.
Gem det og gør det her i stilling. Kan lige tage en game imens.
increase of FPS.
Ja, men
it's
hvis
gonna
denne har
go
også skaffet
down,
den,
so
så kan vi
I made
spille
that just now.
4. Så.
Cores done. Alright. Once you have done changing this to the half of your cores, you're going to click on File over here and then say Save. Once you saved it, you're going to close out of this. Now this will give you an increase of FPS. I'm just gonna don't save because I made that just now. It will give you an increase of 15 to 20 to about 30 FPS increase by halving your cores. Now, not exactly halving your cores, it's more on the Intel side of halving your cores, but I just showed you an example of what you need to do with Ryzen machines. So you should be good to go if you follow my guidelines. Alright, for NVIDIA users, if you are an NVIDIA user like me, just right click on your desktop and open up an NVIDIA control panel. This plays a very, 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 very big role inside the game right now at this very moment, is go to adjust image settings with preview, and then go over here to where it says use the advanced 3D image settings. A lot of people are saying to use my preference, and then go to performance. Now right now at this very moment with all the updates, I don't recommend it. Your game's gonna look like dog shit. So rather go to here where it says use the advanced 3D image settings and say take me there. It's basically just going to take you to this over here which says manage 3D settings. So I'm going to click on it
Hvor han
and it'll
snakker
take
ham
me there.
der, men for han er så
Now,
vågen.
the reason why I don't go through program settings and selecting Warzone or Call of Duty
shit.
Modern Warfare 2 is if you use these settings that I'm showing you right now, it's not just going to work for Warzone, it's going to work for Modern Warfare 2 and every single game you are playing right now at this very moment, multiplayer or even single player games. It will help. Trust me, it will help. So all you're going to need to do is follow these steps I have over here. You can pause the video if you want to, but I'll just go over them. Right? right? So off, off, application controlled, off, on, application controlled, off, off, all. Here you're going to have to actually select your GPU. Make sure it's selected. Off DSR factors. This is super resolution. You do not need this unless you use super resolution. Go ahead and turn that on, but I do not recommend it. Low latency mode. This plays a very big role inside the game on how fast your GPU talks with your CPU. If you want your GPU and your CPU to talk faster to one another, go ahead and put this on ultra. Now, my GPU and CPU aren't far away from another. They're not like, I don't have like a 4090 and I don't know, a fucking first gen i7. I've got a 9700K with an RTX 2060 OC and they've both been overclocked, so I put mine on and I'm good to go. If you only have the option of ultra, go ahead and put it on ultra. Max frame rate, you're going to leave this on off because you're obviously going to change the max frame rate inside the game, not inside this application. Okay? So this off as well. Auto, always keep this at auto. So select your GPU inside here. You're going to need
Hvor
to
mange
select your
FPS har du,
GPU.
Mustafa?
Don't say
Var i
auto select.
lobbyen?
Select your GPU.
110, 120. Og så nu 100, så det går op og ned.
Okay. Det er dejligt.
Dengang jeg startede, jeg havde omkring 50.
Hold da kæft. Jeg har 120 sådan konstant næsten. Det er jo fint nok.
Prefer maximum performance, 100 gigs on shader cache
Oh my
size.
fucking god.
Don't put it on default driver. If you have it there,
mere.
go ahead and put it on 100 gigs. It plays a very big role with stutter and lag in the game. No, most of the time it's not actually lag. Lag equals internet connection being absolute atrocious or dog shit. It's not lag, it's your game stuttering. That's what you're feeling. Now this can help it. Trust me, it can. All you need to do is just go ahead and put it on 100 gigs. Don't put it on unlimited. Don't go anything lower. Just 100 gigs. Put this on, allow, and then high performance on this one over here. On, off, off, and then this is just virtual reality.
When your dad loves your boyfriend more than you.
What the fuck?
When your dad loves your boyfriend more than you. When your dad loves your boyfriend more than you.
Hvad fanden er det, ser, Mustafa?
Jeg ved det ikke. Det er sådan en fed video på TikTok, hvor faren står og venter på sin datter. Og datteren prøver at komme sin første skub, at faren hans datter væk, og så går kæresten og kommer ham sted for. Så det er krig.
You do not need these fucking things. We are not playing a virtual reality fucking game because Warzone 2 is not a virtual reality game. Now, once you applied all of these settings like this and it's set to this, go ahead and say apply to these settings. It will apply these settings for you. Your screen might flash a few times or go absolutely apeshit. Don't worry about it. It's just applying those settings to your NVIDIA control panel. Right, it's very important that you change this before we actually get into the game, and let me show you what you're going to change inside over there. You're going to go to config surround and physics and make sure that you go ahead and select your GPU. Don't select auto select, don't select CPU, select your GPU if you have a dedicated graphics card, meaning you plugged in a GPU into your SLI slot. Okay? The only reason why you would select CPU is if you have an APU unit, meaning you have a CPU with no dedicated graphics card. The GPU is basically built into the CPU. That's called an APU. That's the only reason why you would select CPU. If you have a dedicated graphics card, like 95% of the gaming fucking community, go ahead and select your GPU and apply it. If you haven't done this already, please, for the love of fuck, go ahead and do that. Okay, once you're done with that, I highly recommend you go to adjust desktop color settings, and all you're going to need to do is copy my settings over here. This is your own personal preference. You can play around with this one over here, but I highly recommend copying these exactly as is, and go ahead and change this to whatever the fuck you would like this to be on, right? You can go ahead and play around with this. It's your own personal preference on what you're going to do with the digital vibrance, but the higher this goes, the more digital vibrance you are going to have in your game, and your game's going to look really, really nice. So I leave mine at about 90%. I'm just going to apply these settings, let it apply, and yeah. There's a lot of settings you can still change inside the game as well to make your color pop even more inside your game, to make your game look really, really good, just in its visuals. Trust me, there's a lot of things that you can do inside the game as well. But this plays a very big important role. Alright, so the next thing I highly recommend you go ahead and do is go ahead and check if you have the latest graphics card drivers installed on your machine. It's very, very important that you really need to go ahead and do this. Once you're done with this, all you're going to need to do is go to the search button over here and type in settings, just like this.
Shut the
Press
fuck
enter.
up, bitch.
It's going to move this from the screen and go to update and security, and please, for the love of fuck, make sure that your Windows is up to date. A lot of people are lazy. Don't worry, I'm also a lazy person, so I also forget about this. But please, go ahead and update your Windows. If you are running Windows 10, Windows 11, whatever the fucking Windows you are using, please go ahead and update your Windows drivers. You need to keep it up to date. Once you're done with that, you're going to go to home, and then you're going to go to privacy. You're going to scroll all the way down to where it says background apps. Now, for a lot of people, they might have this on over here, and all of this nonsense and bullshit is going to run in the background while you are playing any game.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Background. So first, start menu and click on the settings button over there on your screen. So after get that settings window, what you have to do, you just need to click
Hvordan
button
finder
and
man ud af,
here
hvad
to
for
click on
en,
apps and feature
det
over
der
there,
core, man har?
and here you will get all your installed
Well,
feature.
det
We
der
just
core.
need to click on this right side corner three dot button and click on advanced option, and after that here you will get an option like background
Jared,
apps
can du vise ham
permission.
Vis ham hvad?
Det der,
Det der
gjorde han
core
lige før.
der.
Det der kom.
Det der hvad?
Det der, den der, du ændrede til din 12.
Nå.
Hold kæft, du har
Ja.
god grafikkort, mand.
Du går ind
Og
i,
processor.
filer.
I en
Så
ny
tr-
map, eller hvad?
Nej, bare åbn dine filer op.
Hvad fuck er filer?
Hvor er alle dine filer på din computer?
Nå, men så bare en map jo. Ja, ja. Den
Ja.
er computer.
Og så trykker du Documents.
Ja.
Så trykker du Call of Duty.
Ja, jeg er inde i det der. Jeg skal bare vide, hvorhen jeg finder ud af, hvad for et af tallene jeg har.
Nå, du åbner din jobliste. Min ser lidt anderledes ud.
Joblist.
Ja. Og så du ved,
Ja.
der er du så din grafikkort, så er det bare CPU, du trykker på, så står den heroppe.
Så i5 9400 et eller andet.
Men
Du skal bare se, hvad han har, eller hvad?
Du
Der er
skal
ikke noget fucking i5 ved ham bumsen.
Jo, nej, du skal kigge her i venstre side. Hvad er det? Er det 12th gen, eller hvad fuck er det?
Hvor fuck ser du det?
Hvor er screenshot lige nu? Nej. Jeg kigger jo lige her til venstre.
Hvordan fanden,
Min
Jeg
er
kan
12.
godt se min skærm.
12. generation. i7
prøv at se det her.
12700.
Hvad?
Du skal... What the fuck i
Ja, det er det,
hovedet?
jeg siger til dig jo.
Din er Intel i5.
Jamen, der er ikke noget fucking i5 ved bumsen.
Hvad har han? Hvad har bumsen?
Jamen, han har 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
4, 6,
Hvad er det der imellem jo? Så.
Min er i7.
Hvad er din? Hvad er din?
Er der overhovedet noget, der hedder i12? Intel. Min er i7. Jeg har sgu trykket forkert så. Intel Core i7 12.000. Nej. Det der Core, jeg tror det er det der 9.000 noget du har. Wait a minute.
Jamen, der er heller ikke noget 9000 jo.
Nej, men de er 9.800.
Your eyes.
Fucking hell, bitch. Så.
Der
kan du ikke se det
Øh,
her?
Jo,
Du kan se det, det står lige under. Der står der course.
Med mig?
Ja, gå ind på Task Manager, så sådan noget, og så ligesom der, hvor Judge kan se, han... Jeg har sagt det, at du har 12.
Din har 6. Hvis du
Hvorfor
kigger
står der det?
i bunden der står der
Nå, der.
sockets, og
Det
så
her.
den under
Kerner.
kerner. Ja.
David. Jeg er professionel.
Hvad fuck var det, jeg var i gang med?
Der står, har han
So
skrevet
you
3,
just
jeg
need
skal
to,
ændre den til
as you
5,
can see,
fordi
is
jeg er
showing like
professionel.
let this app run in background. So you have to select here never. Okay, power optimize to never. So you have to repeat the same steps for all your apps. So
Oh
click
my
on 3 dot button, go to
God,
advanced option,
this fucking
and here you need
bitch.
to click on never. So I hope this great tutorial will really help for you, and please don't forget to click on the subscribe button, like button, and share button. And if
So, this was supposed to be
Bro, what the fuck?
Jeg spiller her med en kineser. Jeg spiller med en kineser.
over here, and you should be good to go.
Ni hao.
Gaming Xbox. You go to games. For a lot of people, go to privacy. You're going to scroll all the way down to where it says background apps. Now,
Jo, som bara da. Och då när jag...
That is fucking gay, jo. Oh, hell no. Fuck
now
that shit.
for a lot of people, the things over here, and you should be good to go. Game mode. Alright, so something that's very, very important. You do not need this unless you use the run in the background while you are playing any game. It doesn't matter if you're playing Warzone, whatever the fucking game is that you're playing. All of these things are going to run in the background, and it's going to use resources like your RAM and your CPU. So just go ahead and turn them all off. You do not need any of these. Go to home. From here, you're going to go to gaming. Make sure you go to Xbox Game Bar and turn all of these things off. This over here, uncheck this. You do not need this. Unless you use this, then you can go ahead and tweak it yourself. Captures, you can go ahead and tweak yourself as well if you are using Xbox Game Bar. If you don't, just copy my settings over here and you should be good to go. Game mode. Alright, so something that's very, very important. Every time Call of Duty does a update, they fucking break their game and they just make it worse in general for people to play it, and the game becomes worse. So then we have to start changing things, and it's always a constant fucking change, which is actually quite sad. It's actually fucking ridiculous that we have to keep jumping through these hoops, but you're going to need to go to graphics settings, and now you're going to need to turn this on. Yes, I know, in my previous video I told you need to turn this off. For the love of fuck, just listen to me, hear me out, turn this on, it actually makes the game run better.
Jeg kan jo ikke slå den her fucking fra for helvede.
Go to browse over here, and you're going to go where your game is installed. So if you don't know where it's off, for the love of fuck, just listen to me, hear me out, turn this on, it actually makes the game run better. Go to browse over here, and you're going to go where your game is installed. So if you don't know where it is, go look for it. Alright, mine's over here. I renamed this folder. I know a lot of people's going to be like, but my folder is called something else. I renamed my folder. So, yeah, that's why. Go into your COD, it will look like this. You're going to go inside here and add the COD file over here, which is the exe. Alright, now I can't see that it's called a fucking exe because it changed the extensions to not to show. But anyways, this will be your exe largest application. Go to add, then you're going to go to browse again. You're going to go one back to that folder, whatever the fuck yours is called, Call of Duty, HQ, Call of Duty, whatever the fuck. I read your go to options, go to hyper likely be called, unless you rename the folder. Go jump straight into the game. I'm gonna call this game right now because it's literally a fucking annoying. And we have to jump through hoops to be able to play this fucking game, and it's actually quite fucking annoying. Anyways, let's jump straight into the game. Let me show you what you're going to need to do next. In the game settings, to have a smoother game. Right, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see in my game right now, I'm basically in the selection screen. So
Let's make some game.
Vi kan sætte lige.
Oh.
Shit.